30 years ago, I set myself a goal to tell the stories of adventure, to stand on the tops of the mountains, to float the West's best rivers.
Gary's Greenie Special.
My name is Gary Lewis. These are stories from the edge of civilization. Tales of yesterday. Notes from wilderness. This is Frontier Unlimited. David Thompson, the explorer, reached the Kootenai people in the early 1800s and established trading posts. Kootenai was the name of the river, it's the name of the people, it's the name of a lake, one of the largest natural lakes in British Columbia, and it's a river that feeds the Columbia River, winding down out of Canada. In fact, it crosses the border twice. Fly fishing feeds the body, it feeds the mind, it feeds the soul. The landscapes, the sun on the mountain, the challenge, the solitude, the shared goals.
So my name is Joseph Lowe. I grew up in Idaho. I was born and raised in Meridian, Boise area. And then in 2010 I moved up to northern Idaho, up to Coeur d'Alene, just outside of Coeur d'Alene area. I joined the Marine Corps in May of 2001, so it was before the attacks on 9/11. I happened to be in Marine combat training when 9/11 happened. You know, I started off as a driver in the tank and then moved my way up to loader, and then at the time we went into country, I was the gunner of the tank. I think it was January of 05, I was stationed in what they call Heat, Iraq. I served there for a month and a half, and then they moved us up to northern Iraq to take part in an Operation Matador, 2 tanks of our platoon. We fought for 4 or 5 hours, and they called us to relocate, and we backed up approximately 2 tracks revolution, and so we ran over a triple stack IED. Yeah, I fished mostly small mountain creeks and mountain lakes was my favorite. You know, take the pontoon up there and did it out with my dad and brother. And, but yeah, it's always been my passion. And so after I got injured, I knew that I had to find a way to do it again. No, I was very grateful when I went out for the first time and you know, casting from a seated position and not being able to engage my core since I'm paralyzed from the chest down. You know, it took me just about 15 minutes, and I would just put a smile on my face, like, oh, I'm gonna be able to do this. I love this boat. When Heath was building it, I really had my reservations because I've never fished out of my wheelchair before. You know, you'd always have to transfer to a seat. And I didn't know, with the stability, you know, you're on wheels in a boat, it just wasn't adding up in my head. But when I got out on it, boy, just night and day difference. Especially just accessibility, being able to get on from, you know, the bank into the boat and not have to be carried or transported somehow. You know, it's nice to be as independent as I can be. And so keeping your independence and still being able to fish out of a drift boat is awesome.
We're alone and yet together. when we're fly fishing. I'm witness to this in my friend Heath Gunn, a fly fisherman who has, with intention, touched the lives of many. Heath introduced me to Joey last July. Joey Lowe, a lifelong outdoorsman, a United States Marine. His life changed in a tank explosion in Iraq, and now he pursues fly fishing from a wheelchair. Heath and Joey have hunted and fished together a lot, and it was a special treat to fish the Kootenai with them.
Warren scope mounts didn't become the standard of the industry in an engineering lab, and we didn't become legendary by standing still. At Warren scope mounts, we put our gear to the test with top shooters and on the hunt year-round. We know long-range shooters and world-class hunters demand the best, and we build the best. Bases and rails, scope rings, MSR mounts, and magazine extensions. Ask for Warren scope mounts at your favorite gun stores or visit warrenscopemounts.com. Confidence in every shot.
The 6th edition of Fishing Central Oregon, written by Brooks Snavely and Gary Lewis, features 500 color photos highlighting more than 200 lakes and streams. A large number of aerial views provide perspective, legendary waters, big trout, the Deschutes, Crane Prairie, detailed maps, access points, boat launches. Ask for the Fishing Central Oregon book or click GaryLewisOutdoors.com. The Fishing Central Oregon book.
There's a place in the mountains untouched by a stressful world, where the ice crystals break under your feet, temperatures bring hands together. From a timeout for the game at Crescent Lake Lodge, to a lovely commute, where dinner plans are all but set. Make your stay at Crescent Lake Lodge and Resort at crescentlakeresort.com.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelled the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where the young and old find rest and excitement, not apart. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
I'm Heath Gunn. I'm the Executive Director of Spoken Outdoors, and I'm also a guide for long drift outfitters out of Sandpoint, Idaho. I want to talk today about our accessible drift boat, which has a 28-inch door in the back that we can open up for folks who have mobility challenge or wheelchair access. So we've got 2 external bolts that confirm the door can't come undone. And then inside the boat, we've got 2 additional latches that are spring-loaded. So we can remove those, and then we can drop the door down. Keep in mind, when the boat is in the water, we would have the stern up against the shore, and this would actually create a ramp right from the shoreline right into the boat. That's a fish.
We met Joey Lowe at the boat ramp, and next Aaron showed up. Aaron from Long Drift Outfitters. We left a rig there downstream and drove up into Montana to the put-in. "12 miles of the Kootenai is a float that begins on gentle current. We passed through a rapid and under a bridge on the state line. We drifted in 2 boats and changed seats a couple of times so that everyone got to know each other. It was a warm day to start. The sunlit sparkles on the wavelets, water that dripped from the tips of the oars, eagles that were perched, watching the water from high in the treetops. We're in Montana, and we're gonna get in the boats and we're gonna drift. Gotta go under a bridge, and then we'll be back in Idaho. We're on the Kootenai River, and I've been looking forward to this for almost a year. really good people on this trip, and that's what makes it really is if you got good people and you got good weather like this, and the dry flies are starting to pop and the trout are starting to look up. Can't beat that. We're with Spoken Outdoors and Long Drift Outfitters, and we've got a nice new Koffler boat and a Clackacraft boat, the two of my favorite drift boat companies. Joey is an inspiration, Heath is an inspiration, and so is Aaron. And they remind me how important it is to share the outdoors with the people in our lives. Outside is where the power resides that deepens these bonds. Those of us that discover fly fishing and discover trout while we have time and youth and the tapestry of insect life, we are the most fortunate. It returns what we put into it, and it gives us more. An appreciation for the creation, for a creator that loves us, and for friends that are more important each passing year.
Roll yourself up. All in your space, brother.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
I mean, you're not going over backwards.
Nope, we're good. Cool. It's like 5 foot, 10 foot. What's the old model it is? It's the old Fly Project 1.
Got Joey up front in the Spoken Outdoors boat. Heath and I have been friends for a long time, and just met Aaron today and looking forward to fishing with him too. This is the Kootenai River, and so it flows in Canada, it flows in Montana, and it flows in Idaho. We're going to be fishing in Idaho. We're mostly fishing for red band rainbows. We're fishing for cutthroats that are here also. There's sturgeon in this river and there's burbot. We probably won't see those, but we're on this historic water.
Nice hat.
Thank you. Where the Kootenai and the Columbia come together, the two rivers are similar in size and volume, but the Kootenai is wilder, with more free-flowing stretches and fewer impoundments. It drains wild, rugged country in Idaho and Montana.
Power is confidence. It breaks down barriers, plows through fields of uncertainty, travels 1,000,000 miles, then goes 1,000,000 more. When others waver, power pushes forward. On the high seas, ice roads, and deep underground, power takes performance standards and shatters them. It uses 100 years of formulating expertise to engineer the next generation of diesel engine oil chemistry. Introducing Isosin Advanced Technology, the power you need to go further.
Frontier Roast is a medium roast derived from 100% select-grade Colombian coffee, the essential brew of the backcountry. For the finest trout fishing in America, why not enjoy the finest coffee before you make the first cast? Get yours today at GaryLewisOutdoors.com.
Introducing Nosler's Whitetail Country Ammunition. Whether you're chasing that trophy buck, shooting management deer, or simply filling the freezer, you need ammunition you can rely on for a quick, clean kill every time. Loaded with the legendary solid base bullet and the high-performance straight wall bullet, Whitetail Country Ammunition sets a new standard in deer hunting with exceptional bullet penetration and expansion to kill deer quick.
When you're running heavy equipment, control is everything. Our Pilot Control Spring Mod Kit exerts controlled tension on your joysticks, enabling accurate control over hydraulic functions such as lifting, lowering, tilting, and turning. Improve the feel in the sticks. Smooth out touchy controls. Our Pilot Control Spring Mod Kit enhances the response of your machine movements. Spring Pilot Control. More feedback, more accuracy, precision movement. Check for Spring Mod compatibility at springpilot.com. Snap it in. Smooth it out. Spring Pilot. springpilot.com.
To get there, we drove to Sandpoint and then north to Bonner's Ferry and into Montana to put the boat in the water and drift a mile of Montana water before crossing back over the administrative border into Idaho. But trout know no borders. In our fly boxes, we had foam dries, chubby Chernobyls and old school stimulators, chubbies and stimmies, bushy hackles and foam wings and rubber legs for trout that are looking up for bugs, but fearing the danger that comes out of the trees. Fishing out of a wheelchair in a drift boat is a thrill, but it comes with its own set of challenges. Joey is a great fly caster, but Heath saw an opportunity to make it easier for Joey and others like Joey to get in and out of the drift boat safely and comfortably. There was not the peak of a roof to be seen or the sound of a vehicle. In fact, we only saw one other boat with fishermen somewhere around the halfway point. That is unique in Western waters. I lost my faith when there was a big rock wall in this ponderous eddy where the river turned back on itself, and I switched from dry flies to a nymph rig. I called it a moment of weakness, and I fished a nymph below an indicator and caught a whitefish. And then I said, no, I'm a dry fly fisherman, and I retied and fished dries again. I brought a cutthroat, a rainbow, and a couple of cut bows to hand. It was summer in the middle of a good fishing year, and it was a high point, surrounded by friends old and new, on a river as old as time, and the trout were looking up.
Get him, Heath. Go, John.
Warren scope mounts didn't become the standard of the industry in an engineering lab, and we didn't become legendary by standing still. At Warren scope mounts, we put our gear to the test with top shooters and on the hunt year-round. We know long-range shooters and world-class hunters demand the best, and we build the best. Bases and rails, scope rings, MSR mounts, and magazine extensions. Ask for Warren scope mounts at your favorite gun stores or visit warrenscopemounts.com. Confidence in every shot.
The 6th edition of Fishing Central Oregon, written by Brooks Snavely and Gary Lewis, features 500 color photos highlighting more than 200 lakes and streams. A large number of aerial views provide perspective, legendary waters, big trout, the Deschutes, Crane Prairie, detailed maps, access points, boat launches. Ask for the Fishing Central Oregon book or click GaryLewisOutdoors.com. The Fishing Central Oregon book.
Introducing Nosler's Whitetail Country Ammunition. Whether you're chasing that trophy buck, shooting management deer, or simply filling the freezer, you need ammunition you can rely on for a quick, clean kill every time. Loaded with the legendary solid base bullet and the high-performance straight wall bullet, Whitetail Country Ammunition sets a new standard in deer hunting with exceptional bullet penetration and expansion to kill deer quick.
When you're running heavy equipment, control is everything. Our Pilot Control Spring Mod Kit exerts control tension on your joysticks, enabling accurate control over hydraulic functions such as lifting, lowering, tilting, and turning. Improve the feel in the sticks. Smooth out touchy controls. Our Pilot Control Spring Mod Kit enhances the response of your machine movements. Spring Pilot Control. More feedback, more accuracy, precision movement. Check for Spring Mod compatibility at springpilot.com. Snap it in. Smooth it out. Spring Pilot. springpilot.com.
Just remember when you go to pick up, you got like 9 feet. Hit that. Boom. Little whitey.
Okay.
Double bump. There we go.
Bring him around on the right now.
That's a good one.
Boom! Oh my goodness!
Good job, Gary. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'd have missed it too if it wasn't for you guys. Should I go on that?
Well, that's a fish.
I saw stoneflies in the water today, but
guy off. I'm gonna chase him.
Oh, I bopped it. Stunned him. Wait, cut up. Nope.
Well, he's strong, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Good, right, you set up right there?
There we go.
Beautiful cut. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pure cut if I've ever seen one.
I have a grandson and a granddaughter.
Oh yeah?
And they've probably each caught 400 fish in their lives.
That's awesome.
Because I took them so much, especially during COVID. I brought a cutthroat, a rainbow, and a couple of cut bows to hand. It was summer in the middle of a good fishing year, and it was a high point, surrounded by friends old and new, on a river as old as time, and the trout were looking up. Trading it up one rainbow. Nice one. On a fly.
See, they got coming up slow, but they're there. He spit it.
That's okay. We got what we were there for.
Yeah, that's right.